5th March 2023 Madhuban Avyakt BapDada Om Shanti Revised 10th of January 1994. The Murli's title is to unpack the one word point in your awareness in three ways and to become an embodiment of it is the means of safety. The world benefactor BapDada is saying all his master world benefactor children. The aim of each child in this Brahman birth is very elevated. Each one is continuing to fly ahead with the aim of making number one effort. The aim of each one is to become number one, but the qualifications for that are number wise. So why is there a difference between the aim and its qualifications? Baba, the bestower of knowledge, is one. The knowledge is one. The method of yoga is one. The easy and practical example of Sakar Brahma Baba imbibing divine virtues is one. The method of doing service and the one who teaches the way to do service is also one. But the main thing is the study and the sustenance. The one who gives you both of these is one, and there is only one number. And yet, why are the practical qualifications number wise? Each of you knows yourselves what number you are in terms of imbibing the qualifications. The main basis of claiming number wise is the one word point to experience the point form. Secondly, to put a point to any wasteful thought, word or deed, that is to put a full stop. Thirdly, to churn the many points of knowledge and dharana and use them for yourselves and for service at the right time. Point to just one word, but to put it into your awareness and become an embodiment of it in all its three meanings. The difference is created in this. All of you have the awareness, but you become number wise in becoming an embodiment of this awareness. Often, BapDada says how all the children became very clever in having awareness. It should be like this. You even think this is right and this is wrong. You have this knowledge emerge, but knowledge means knowledge. For knowledge it is said, knowledge is light, knowledge is might. Where there is light and might, there will not be the feeling. It should be like this. Then you think, BapDada also sees this. You have to become this. This is the knowledge you have. However, what do you have inside yourself at that time? When you remain thinking, it should be like this, it should be like this, it means that you are not able to use knowledge in the form of light and might at the right time. This is why it is said that although you have it in your awareness, you lack the power to become an embodiment of it. When you have light, that is the enlightenment of what is wrong and what is right, that this is darkness and that is light, that this is wasteful and that is powerful. Then, while knowing somewhere to be darkness and yet to remain in that darkness, would that be called being enlightened or sensible? If you are not enlightened, then what are you? A devotee or only half enlightened? What would you call it if even while understanding it to be wrong, someone remains under the influence of wrong actions, thoughts, sanskars or nature? What should the title of that one be? Seeing the speed of time, BapDada is repeatedly drawing the children's attention. He is doubly underlying the word attention. The Tamoguni power of the elements and the power of the subtle, raw wisdom of Maya are also carrying out their task at a fast speed, and they will continue to do so. It is easy to know the fearsome form of the elements, but you need to pay greater attention in order to remain unshakable in the fierce upheaval of the vices. You are even deceived in knowing the subtle form of Maya. Maya had such a raw form that she makes you experience wrong to be right. Something may be completely wrong, but she transforms your intellect in such a way that she makes your real understanding and your power of realization disappear. Just as when someone performs magic, he completely removes the self control of others. In the same way, the raw Maya that makes your realization power disappear don't allow you to understand what is real. Something may be completely wrong, but because of being under the influence of the shadow of Maya, you become a lawyer for the Supreme Court of Maya in understanding wrong to be right and in proving it to be right. What do lawyers do? They are very clever at proving something false to be true. They are clever at proving the truth to be the truth, but they are still clever at proving something false to be true. They are clever at both. This is why BapDada is making you doubly underline the word attention. Constantly keep yourself safe from the subtle form of the shadow of Maya that transforms your power of realization, because Maya is especially carrying out her task in this form. Do you understand? So, what will you do? Remain careful. If any special soul gives you a signal, then remove yourselves from that shadow of Maya and put yourselves, that is, especially put your mind and intellect under the support of the Father's canopy of protection. At present, there is a particular influence of Maya on minds in how they create negative thoughts and feelings, and Maya is also carrying out her special task of stopping intellects from having accurate realization. When it is a particular season, you pay special attention to protecting yourselves from that season. For instance, when it rains, what attention would you pay? You would have an umbrella. You would have a raincoat. You would pay attention to this, would you not? When it is cold, you would wear warm clothes. You would pay attention to this, would you not? So, especially imbibe the means of safety in advance so that your minds and intellects do not become influenced. The special means of safety is very easy. You were also told earlier that the one word point is easy. It is easy, is it not? One word is easy, is it not? Baba did not tell you something complicated, did he? You continue to say, I, a soul, am a point. I, a soul, am the form of light, but you do not stabilize yourselves in that form. You try to put a point, but it becomes a question mark or an exclamation mark instead. Is it easy to put a point or to put an exclamation mark or to put a question mark? It is easy to put a full stop. So why do you get involved with a question mark or an exclamation mark? Adopt this method. It is the season for proving the false to be true. The false would be even more clear and attractive than the truth. In the same way, it is a fashion nowadays for false things to be so attractive that in front of them the value of real things is reduced. Look at real silver and look at white silver. Which one seems beautiful? Real silver would become dull, whereas white silver would constantly shine. And so, which one would attract, right or real? So, recognize the season, recognize the form of Maya, recognize the different games of Tamoguni nature. One is to know, and the other is to recognize. You know a great deal, but you sometimes make a mistake when it comes to recognizing, and sometimes you are right. What will you do now? You will remain safe, will you not? Do not say later that you did not think that it could ever happen like this. This, why, and what will not do. Baba even now has a little mercy, and so he only takes a few steps, but later no one will listen to what and why. It should not be like this, but like this. This is way of advocating will not do. Become a judge. Do not be Maya's lord. Do not become a lord for Maya. You enjoy yourselves a great deal when you advocate. All of you are experienced in this, either in doing it or in listening to it. All of you are experienced in this. You do have this experience, do you not? You listen to it and you remain cheerful as a detached observer. Did you understand this clearly? Did the Pandavas understand this? Did the Shaktis understand this? Did the teachers understand this? All of you are saying yes. Yes. A photo of yes is being taken of all of you. The third season is that of coming into relationship and contact and dealing with the weaknesses of one's nature and sanskars. The expansion of this is very big. Baba will not tell you about this today, but some other time. Many children say, what can I do? I did not have this before, but I don't know what happens now. I did not have the sanskar before, but it has emerged now. So Baba will tell you some other time the reason for it and the way it grows. Acha. To all the Chatrik children means thirsty for every drop in all four directions who listen to and imbibe the elevated versions of BapDada, to the clothed souls who have all the subjects in their awareness and have become embodiments of them, to the elevated souls who put every aspect of knowledge into practice in the form of a light and might, to the enlightened souls and children of the Father who constantly make the qualifications equal to their aim, to those who constantly remain under the Father's canopy of protection and thereby remain safe from the shadow of Maya, to the spatial souls who put into their practical lives the specialities of knowing and recognizing. To such children, love, remembrance, and namaste from BapDada. The spiritual children says namaste and good morning to the spiritual father. Avyakt BapDada meeting daddies personally. The Shakti army is moving at a fast speed, is it not? As well as BapDada, your instrument souls are also responsible for making the army move along. The Father is constantly with you and will constantly remain with you. You are BapDada's elevated arms, are you not? The Father gives you power. The Father is the form of might, but your souls are the instruments in the form of mics. You listen to so many joyful things. It seems like a game, does it not? It is a game, is it not? While playing games, you will become victorious and make everyone victorious and conquerors of Maya. You have this guarantee. However, in between, you have to see these games, so you don't get tired, do you? While laughing and playing, you overcome things and enable others to overcome them. And When you hear of anything, what emerges in your heart? Vah, drama, vah. The words oh, drama, oh do not emerge. Vah, drama. While saying vah, vah, everyone has to become vah, vah. You have to overcome all this. Avyakt BapDada, meeting personal groups. Victory is our birthright. Experience the stage of being free from obstacles with this faith and intoxication. Just as the Father is the highest on high, in the same way, do you move along whilst experiencing yourselves to be the highest on high souls. For the people of the world, after the Father, the most elevated and highest on high are the deities. However, the people of the world do not know that you Brahman souls, you angels, are even higher than the deities. The deity status cannot be called the higher than Brahman life. The Brahman life of the present time is more elevated. You know very well why you are more elevated than the deities. The knowledge from the Father will not be in an emerge from when you are in deity forms. You experience meeting God in this Brahman life, not in deity life. Brahmins became deities, but at this time you are more elevated than you are in your deity life. Therefore, constantly have this intoxication, not just sometimes, because the Father is imperishable and the knowledge that the imperishable Father gives is also imperishable. The awareness that He gives you is also imperishable, not just sometimes. So check whether you constantly have this intoxication or only sometimes. You experience pleasure when you have this intoxication all the time. If you have it sometimes and not at other times, then sometimes you experience pleasure and at other times you become confused. So, do not experience pleasure one moment and be confused in the next, but constantly experience pleasure. You constantly have to breathe. If you stop breathing for even a second, or if you only breathe, sometimes would you call that a life? So in the same way, do you constantly experience pleasure in this Brahman life? If you are not experiencing pleasure, you would definitely be confused. So, do you mothers constantly experience pleasure? You are Shaktis, are you not? You are not ordinary, are you? Or is it that when you go home you become ordinary? No, always remember that you are Shaktis. You do not belong to anything limited, but you are unlimited world benefactors. Shaktis means those who gain victory over the devils. Shaktis are known as the destroyers of evil, that is, those who destroy the devilish sanskars. So, are all of you Shaktis so courageous? Pandav means victorious. Pandavas can never say that they do not want that, but that they are defeated. You have experienced defeat for half a cycle, and it is now the time to experience victory. If at the time of victory you are defeated, then when would you become victorious? This is why you are constantly victorious at this time. Victory is your birthright. No one lets go of their right. They claim it even after having to fight for it. Whereas here, you receive it easily. Victory is your birthright. You have the intoxication and happiness of having a right, do you not? You have so much intoxication of having a limited right. Would a Prime Minister forget that he is a Prime Minister? When he is sleeping or eating, would he forget that he is a Prime Minister? Whether you have a limited right or an unlimited right, no matter how much someone may try to make you forget it, you would never forget it. It is Maya's task to make you forget it, and your task is to be victorious because you understand what victory and defeat are. You have experienced defeat and also experienced victory. So you know the difference between what happened by being defeated and what happened by being victorious. You know the difference between the two, and this is why you are constantly victorious and will constantly remain victorious. Because you souls have the right to imperishable attainments from the imperishable Father. This consciousness must constantly emerge in you. What if it is not like that? We have become this, we don't know. Let it not be like this. It has to be in a practical form. Those who know this move along with this faith. Let there be the faith and intoxication of victory in your every act. The basis of intoxication is faith. If you lack faith, you lack intoxication. This is why it is said, those whose intellects have faith are victorious. So what is the foundation? Faith. Do not be those who have faith only sometimes. Otherwise, at the end, at the time of the result, you will have attainment only sometimes, and you will also have to repent. Now is the time to attain. Otherwise, later there will be repentance. So, at the time of attaining, attain something. At the time of repentance, you will not be able to attain anything. We will do it. It will happen. Let it not be like this. Have the faith that you have to do it. Do not move along with the assurance that you will do it. We are doing it. What else can happen? It will happen. No, it has to happen now. Do not say it will happen. It will happen. But it is. You challenge others and tell them that one cannot rely on one's life. You give others this knowledge, and so first give yourselves this knowledge. Are you those who will do this at some time, or those who will do it now? So you are the souls who constantly claim a right to victory. Victory is your birthright. Continue to fly with this awareness. No matter what happens, have the awareness that you are constantly victorious. No matter what happens. If your faith is firm, no one can do anything. Acha. Now each one of you has to perform such a wonder that every place is victorious, that is, free from obstacles. Let there be no obstacles. Obstacles may come, but do not be defeated. Where there is victory, obstacles will be removed, and you will become free from obstacles. Show the wonder of being constantly free from obstacles. No matter which Gita Pathshala, sub-center or center it may be, become free from obstacles yourselves and also make others free from obstacles. Show such wonders. You have to do this, not that you will do it at some point. You will see about it. To say will do means to have a percentage in your faith. Let everyone hear the good news that all the small and big centers are free from obstacles. No type of obstacle can come. We will finish the obstacles of others and become victorious. Let there be such news received. Let there not be any news of obstacles from anywhere. Let it not be that you say, I am fine, but what can I do when others are doing this? Demonstrate this by being victorious for 3 months. Everything will be known in 3 months. All of you are saying yes, so demonstrate it by showing this wonder. Acha, blessing. May you be Maya proof and remain safe in every situation by being merged in the one Father's love. Explanation. The children who remain merged in the one Father's love easily stay away from vibrations and the atmosphere everywhere, because to be merged means to be powerful like the Father and to stay safe in all situations. To be merged means to be immersed and Those who are emerged are Maya proof. This effort is easy, but do not get carelessness in the name of easy effort. The minds of careless effort makers will internally bite them, whereas externally they would be singing songs of their own praise. Slogan: remain stable in the position of an ancestor and you will be freed from any bondages of Maya and matter. Om Shanti